Hello everybody and welcome to Superhero Showdown. This is Season 2, Episode 3, and for this episode, I'm not going to talk about superhero news. Wow, what a mind blower that is. No, I'm going to talk about, this is a trademark, so don't fucking copy it if anybody sees this. I've had this idea for a long time for a DC story. But I've never really been able to write it out and have it the way I want it. So I'm going to give a little synopsis of what I thought. Now, every superhero story every DC story starts where there's an impending doom, an impending threat. They overcome it and they're fine. Everyone I've read anyways. So, this story would deal with, what if we lost? What if we lost? So the story is Darkseid comes down and Darkseid's fighting against everybody, and Darkseid has he gets control because several people from the Justice League turn, and it makes it where they fight and Wonder Woman ends up dying. She gets killed. Not Wonder Woman, but Lois Lane dies. Superman, he doesn't know what to do. He tries to fight. He keeps losing. But instead of helping us, he leaves. Batman, slowly watching the Justice League dying, and knows that humanity will have another start. He goes and he tells Martian Manhunter to leave with Superman. Keep him at peace. And during the fight, the last stand, because I wanted to do this to build up how strong of a character Batman is, because Bruce Wayne is really strong, and I really wanted to imply in this story the backbone of the story is Bruce Wayne. Well, he fights Darkseid tooth and nail as much as he can, and he dies. Batman dies at the hands of Darkseid, and then the story will push forward 500 years. Now, 500 years later, this story is going to be like, it could be 500 years or 200 years. I wanted it to be where Darkseid controls everything, and I have a new version of Hush is in there, new version of Ivy, Bane, Doomsday, and Hawkman is a villain in this, so is Superboy, and the offsprings, not the offsprings, but the genetic down the line of each of the heroes is still alive. So, like, Bruce Wayne's would be Derek, and Derek Wayne is like the backbone, but he works for Apocalypse because he has to, and his best friend, Tyler, ends up getting turned into the new Joker because of a failed experiment. An experiment goes haywire, because in this you have Hush, but you don't know who Hush is, and that's kind of the cool thing, is because I want to make him like this evil entity character that he does what Darkseid wants, but secretly he wants to kill Darkseid. So he's trying to figure things out, because you're going to have everybody, but everybody that is an offspring has a symbol that equates to Flash, Green Lantern, Green Arrow. The only ones that are the original members is, you will have the Wonder Woman, who's in a capsule, Hawkgirl, who's in a capsule, Nightwing, and you will also have Superman Returns to kind of put Derek back in a place where he can kind of control things and bring rebuild the Justice League in their name. But what ends up happening is he ends up finding these tapes that Bruce made, and he made these tapes while he was noticing Superman slipping. So it's a different mindset. And I've always thought this story would be really good, and it could really work out in a really nice way. And I wanted to build the characters. Yes, the action will be there. Yes, the villains are there. But I want to build the characters. Like, Derek's biggest problem is he has to live up to the idea that his grandfather was Batman, one of the most loved legends, and at this time they're legends.